Hello. This is Junius. It says Juice with Junius. So, I'm having my lunch, and I thought that I should talk about my medicine that I take. I have all the treatments that they're used for, and these are all my medicines. Take 5 of them. And I have all the side effects. So the first one is hydroxyzine. I take 25 milligrams. So hydroxyzine is used to help control anxiety and tension caused by nervous and emotional conditions. The common side effects are drowsiness and sedation, dry mouth, headache, constipation, dizziness, and blurred vision. So that's an anti-anxiety medicine. Then I take escitalopram. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's the brand name of Lexapro. I take 10 milligrams. Primarily used to treat depression and generalized anxiety disorder. And I think this helps me with my bipolar disorder. Helps me bring up the depression. Common side effects: nausea, insomnia or drowsiness, dizziness, headache, increased sweating, sexual dysfunction, diarrhea or constipation, and dry mouth. I think I've mostly noticed insomnia and drowsiness. So then I take lurasidone. It's this one. I take 40 milligrams. Lurasidone is an atypical antipsychotic medication, which is used to treat schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. It's under the brand name Latuda. I'm not schizophrenic, I'm just bipolar. Common side effects: movement disorders, depression, nausea, dizziness, anxiety, weakness, fatigue, restlessness, increased saliva, and appetite changes. Once again, I have mostly noticed drowsiness or fatigue. This is just all for me. These 5 medicines make me sane. They make me sane. If I didn't take these medicines, I'd be crazy. So, then there's clonazepam, which is also known as Klonopin. It's a benzodiazepine medication used to treat panic disorder, certain seizures, blah, blah, blah. Common side effects: drowsiness and fatigue, dizziness, coordination problems, and impaired cognitive function. Once again, I've only had problems with drowsiness and fatigue. Not too much. Mostly just having a hard time falling asleep, waking up a lot, and sleeping too much. And then trazodone. I take 100 milligrams of that. Oh, and I take Klonopin. I take 0.5 milligrams of Klonopin or clonazepam. Trazodone, like I said, I take 100 milligrams a night. and it puts me out for 12 hours. I actually have been waking up before I've slept for 12 hours, about 8 or maybe 9 or 10 hours. And I wake up feeling exhausted. I wake up feeling like I haven't slept at all. And I wake up and I eventually wake up. It takes a couple of hours to feel fully awake. But, so common side effects: drowsiness, dizziness, dry mouth, headaches, nausea, constipation, and blurred vision. So, all that to say, my medicine helps me stay alive. It really does. It's really a miracle that I survived my 20s at all, that I survived my teens at all, because I had so many, I had so much suicidal ideation in my teens and 20s, from the age of 14 to the age of 35, maybe even 36. I'm 37 now. I know I don't look it, but it's really a miracle that I'm alive. And these medicines keep me alive. They keep me functioning at, oh dear, what's that? They keep me functioning at a relatively stable level. They keep me from getting suicidally depressed. They keep me from falling really far down or getting really far up. If I get too far up, I'll have a panic attack. I've actually felt kind of manic the last 2 days, because I've been very productive and I haven't been sleeping as much. I haven't needed as much sleep. I don't know if that's because I've been making appointments in the morning to get myself out of bed. Yesterday I had a therapy appointment at 11, and I got up at 10:30, and today I had a doctor's appointment at 10:40 in Franklin, which is about 40 minutes south of where I live. Oh, and I also use this. It doesn't really help me. I tied it. It doesn't really help, but it was really expensive. It was like 60 to 80 bucks. It's called a Comigo, and it's just a breathing device. It looks like an asthma thing, but it's not. It's just a breathing device. So you turn it on, and you breathe into it. And these 3 little dots will light up while you're breathing into it, and it'll give you like the amount of that. Watching these dots helps you know when you need to take an inhale or an exhale. So it's just a little breathing device. It's not an asthma medication. It's not asthma medication or anything. It's literally just for anxiety. And I have it by my bedside. I also, which one? This, my hydroxyzine, is my emergency anxiety med. If I have a panic attack, it's actually an anxiety attack because I'm not hyperventilating. I just feel the general feeling of not being able to breathe. Like there's a big blanket over my face and I can't get comfortable, and I start to think a lot and I'll stutter in my head, and I've already made a video about that. But this is for emergencies. This is only taken in emergencies. It's a controlled substance, so I can only get like see it. Is that the right one? I can only get so many of those because it's a controlled substance. But thankfully, I haven't taken any. I've only taken like a couple in the last 7 months. In the last 7 months, I've only had 3 anxiety attacks. 2 were less than an hour. 1 just a week or so ago was 5 hours. So I keep this by my bed, and I keep my hydroxyzine by my bed with a little thing of juice so that I don't have to get up. I'll just take them in bed with my juice. This is sugar-free juice, by the way, so it's not necessarily as bad for me as drinking regular juice. I'm sure it's just as bad. Anyway, so I keep these by my bed. It comes in a cute little bag. It's really expensive, and it might work for you, but it just helps to regulate your breathing. And there are also lots of guided meditations online. Just last night when I was feeling manic and I couldn't go to sleep, I was making YouTube playlists of anxiety relief YouTube videos, which I will share in the description. ASMR videos, talk downs, meditation, reassurance. There are lots of videos online of people just talking to you like you're having an anxiety attack. And since I don't live with anyone and I don't really, I can call my boyfriend, but he's not always available. And I actually just asked him last night to make a video of talking to me like I was having an anxiety. I'm sorry for the stain. Talking to me like I was having an anxiety attack. Recently, I've been asking my boyfriend to do more things for me. I help him, and I haven't really asked him to help me. So I asked him to. I downloaded this app called Paired, which is a couples app, and it asks a whole bunch of really intriguing questions to help you get closer as a couple. And I just sent this code to him, and he downloaded the app, and I hope that he'll answer some of the questions because I'm really interested to see what he says. You can set anniversaries and birthday dates and reminders and all this other cool stuff, and it's really not that expensive. So I also put 988, which is the suicide hotline, and 211 on speed dial on my phone, so that if in the middle of the night I start to have a panic attack and I can't breathe, that I know exactly where those numbers are and I can just call them. 988 is great because I call them and I'll say, I'm not suicidal, I'm safe, I'm just having a panic attack and I need somebody to talk to, or I'm having an anxiety attack and I need somebody to talk to. That's a great resource. Last night I called some other hotlines just in case I had a panic attack in the future, and somebody led me to 211, which is a help hotline for people with mental health disorders. I've been in, I've had to go to a psych ward, and I will tell that story some other time. That's a long story to tell because I was really depressed. I went to one in California, and it was terrible. But I also made a playlist of Eddie Izzard videos. I don't know if you know who he is, but he used to call himself a transvestite comedian. He dresses like a woman, and now he identifies as a woman. But I made a playlist of his comedy shows. I think all of his comedy shows are on YouTube for free. So I just typed in Eddie Izzard and found like 5 different full-length shows that I could listen to if I'm not feeling good. and I need a little perk up. And those are saved on special playlists. I made them public so that anybody can find them. And if anybody is subscribed to my channel or is on my channel, if you have anxiety, you can find those playlists. I think the first playlist, the anxiety attack playlist, is just called Anxiety Attack Help. And the other one is called Funny Videos that I can watch during an anxiety attack. They're very helpful. So I've been trying to, oh, and I also got an app called, I don't know if I said this, I got an app called Rooted, which is an anxiety app. You can keep a journal, you can do breathing exercises, guided meditations, stuff like that, and it's really not that expensive. It's like $7 a month, or you can pay for a full year, which is even less expensive. But I'm trying to actively do things that will prevent me from having an anxiety attack in the future, because I know that I will have another one. I just don't know when it'll happen. And I want to be prepared. And I'm upset with myself that I didn't do this sooner. I'm upset with myself that I didn't do this 4 years ago when I started having anxiety. But those are some things that help me. This cocktail of medicine is just for me. It's only for me. It only works for me. It might work for somebody else, but some medicines, I've gone through trial and error over the course of my entire life, since I was 14, trying to find the right kind of medicine. I was misdiagnosed from the age of 14 to the age of 30. I was diagnosed with ADHD and depression, and it wasn't just depression, it was bipolar disorder. My mom was bipolar. I think I said that in another video. She's dead. But she was very bipolar. And I have many relatives who have the same illness. And I have a lot of mental illness in my family. So those are things that I'm working on to help me with a possible future anxiety attack. I'm working on those things so that if I do have a panic attack in the future, in the near or far future, that I have things in place that will help me. And I hope they help you too. Love you.